thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It is an absolute pleasure to be here and an honor to be here at GTI. I do not feel like a big brother. I feel very much like a small brother trying to catch up with GTI. And as an example of that, the small brother would like to extend a gift to the big brother. If Craig, if you can come up here. A GSMA backpack.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. Thank you. For you who don't know, Greg has been the chairman of GSMA for many years. And then he took over GTI and made it to what it is. So thank you so much for your leadership as well. And Vice Minister, Chairman Young, and Cristiano, I think you were there as well somewhere. Super, it's really good to see all of you. I will do this slightly different this year. Normally I just speak from the lectern, but I was thinking of doing it slightly different. We are here at the MWC. I really hope that you all have had a first good day, which was yesterday, and we have 3 more intense days ahead of us, where we will look into the future of technology, the future of possibilities. And I think it's safe to say that connectivity brings us together, and technology shows the possibilities that we can have in the future. It's a very promising time we are in right now, but also quite defining. We have many choices, very many decisions to take to see where the future will go. So if I take the next slide, this is just a snippet of what you see at MWC. We're showing so many different angles of technology, and I'm sure once we release you from this room, I hope you can enjoy the show as much as we all do. And here in Hall 8, we have 4 years from now, which is a very much of an innovative entrepreneurial arena. I would like to speak to you today about 3 things. 5G standalone and 5G-Advanced, open gateway, and AI. Topics that you are experts in, very familiar with, but let me just share with you where I am. 5G is the technology by far that has been the quickest adoption of all standards globally. It is safe to say that it's at least twice, maybe 3 times faster pickup of 5G versus 2G, versus 3G, versus 4G. And you can see the projection that we are forecasting for 5G take-up going forward. And I think by 2030, more than 50% of the world's connection will be on 5G. We still have a ways to go. 2024, we're just slightly bigger than 3G, and a huge gap to 4G, obviously. So it's growing very rapidly, 5G. It's a very well-adopted technology, very much tailored to business, and that is different. 2G, 3G, and 4G were very much for me as a consumer. 5G has the capability to address business to business, and therefore it will take a slightly longer time for us as an industry to monetize that. Why? Because businesses has a longer circle of adopting to new technology. Me as a consumer, I just buy a new SIM card and a new handset, and off I go on a new technology. But businesses, they need to adopt, they need to integrate it into their systems. So we need to make sure that we try to stay in the 5G environment as long as we can to be able to monetize and really prove the possibilities of 5G and what 5G holds. China is, of course, one of the leaders. We really have 3 epicenters. We have China and Greater Asia. We have US, and we have Middle East coming up. Europe is unfortunately lagging a bit behind, but we are trying to catch up. So you have China, you have US, and Middle East. We all know the connection between proper 5G deployment, proper connectivity, and GDP growth. So I think this will serve China, serve US and Middle East very well, and Europe needs to pull up its socks and really get cracking there. Today we launched a mobile economy report, and we have interviewed a whole bunch of CEOs of how they would like to use 5G standalone. And I think you can see here on the chart what the benefits that they see of 5G standalone. And the first one is, of course, network slicing, the capability of doing network slicing. And that will be most towards business to business again, as I said. The second is ultra reliable low latency, simplified network architecture, etc. So it is what we're seeing as the big benefits are activities towards business to business. 5G Advanced. Later on this year, 3GPP will release 18, which is 5G Advanced. And more than 50% of the people we spoke to have an ambition to deploy 5G Advanced later on this year, or at least start to deploy 5G Advanced. And what are the use cases for there as the CEO sees? Well, it is multicast services, but also low-cost IoT support. And I think that's going to be quite interesting in an increasing world of using AI, getting data, which is IoT, getting data, sensors giving us data will be really, really important. So I think you see that low-cost IoT support is going to be one of the key killer application, if you would like, on 5G Advanced. 5G is empowering digital transformation across industries. If you take the show here, and with GSMA's effort, GTI's effort as well, we are trying to move way beyond ICT industry. This show, GSMA, MWC, started with mobile operators. Today, it's a minority of participants coming from a mobile operator, or even from the ICT industry. 65%, or at least 60% of the participants and the exhibitors comes from outside of the ICT industries. It is healthcare, it is automotive, it is aviation, it is manufacturing. All those industries see the impact, the importance of being at MWC, being with GTI, to understand where is this new technology heading? How can I benefit from 5G Advanced? How can I benefit from 5G standalone? What type of pressure could I put on my carrier, my mobile operator in the country where I am present? And that is something that we are very, very proud of, because all of a sudden, activities such as MWC at GSMA or GTI have the opportunity to be where technology is being governed. This is a place where we talk technology with ministers, with regulators, with decision makers, and take a step forward. So in China, we have started, and this is spreading to other parts of the world through us, something called 5G-IN, 5G innovation, where we gather entrepreneurs, other industries, and ourselves to try to discuss and make sure that we understand how best to use technology going forward for the betterment of business, but betterment for society and for government. Very, very exciting development, very exciting development. And 4 years from now, in these halls, Hall 8 and 8.1, I don't think it's any better place to be than to look at what is really cooking, what is really being addressed from an entrepreneurial perspective. Open Gateway is one of those key things where I think we will see huge amount of activities going forward. Already, it's been 1 year since we launched at MWC last year, and now we have more than 240 different operators joining us in Open Gateway. Take the next slide. There you go. So 42 mobile operators, 230 so mobile networks, 65% of the global subscribers are now in some sort of Open Gateway environment. And what is Open Gateway? Well, it is really a way for us to develop APIs, applications that we can roam, which will be the same across the whole planet. Very similar to what we did back in 1987 or thereabouts, when Craig was the chairman of GSMA. Well, maybe not so far long back, but almost. When we did voice roaming. Now we're doing the same, but from application perspective. Very, very exciting. And we can see how this has picked up in just 1 year. In just 1 year. And we now have some 60 APIs that are open, that are very public. They are being put in a repository, a bucket called Camara, which is Linux-based, open for everyone to use. Clearly defined, clearly standardized what they should look like. This is something that we are pushing and we're hoping for good adoption. China Mobile has been on the forefront, signed up the MOU and are really pushing the Open Gateway, as so is Bharti and Gopal is one of the key leaders there. AI, the second area, or the third area I should say, AI will definitely be around for many, many more years. You can see around in the hallways here how much the AI is being discussed. AI has the capability, we believe, that by 2030, roughly $15 trillion of extra GDP will come from AI. And $15 trillion, that is, if you take GDP of Spain today times 10, it's a huge amount of potential. But it's not only monetary advancements, it's also making sure that we can help climate. We can solve many of the health issues by using AI in a very intelligent way. So the combination of 5G, ubiquitous connectivity with high speed, low latency, and AI, I think is a recipe for a fantastic, bright future. However, we all need to remember that when there is huge opportunity, there is also huge responsibility. And we need to work hard on ethics, making sure that we understand how to credibly use AI so it doesn't become a tool for bad actors. So we have developed the AI playbook. Maybe I should take this one. The AI playbook, the ethics playbook, and together with IBM, we have launched something called the GSMA Foundry. So if you're interested in seeing what we're doing, please download these free booklets or free guidance, if you would like, and see if you can help us make that even better in the future. So I would just like to end with saying thank you so much for being here. I hope that you will have a great show. We're expecting, I don't know, 100,000 people or so, which is fantastic. And as I said, 60% of everyone will come from other industries. Everyone here is so curious to meet up, discuss, debate, and do business. So please do so and enjoy the show. Thank you very much.